Welcome to Alter. I'm your host, Nicole Meline. This podcast explores the practice of transformation, of growth, as a dance between hustle and flow, altering, changing, growing, becoming, and altering, offering, surrendering, opening to divine conspiracy. It's the dance of the leader, athlete, creator, entrepreneur, committed not just to optimal expression, but to exceptional being. So here are adventures in sweat and divine conspiracy. Awake to all the grit, dirt, and complexity of our world. Alert to the graces that come alongside the struggle, the hustle. Encouragement, an infusion of courage for the moments you need it most. I'm your host, Nicole Meline. Welcome to Alter. Hi, friends. Let's take 3 deep breaths together. In through your nose, out through your nose. In, no rush at all, slow and full. Out through your mouth, maybe with a sigh or a yawn. In luxuriously. Out, settling into a new state. What just shifted in you? How do you feel differently on the other side of these breaths? I call it the melt. First, my face softens and relaxes the tension I didn't know it was holding. Then my shoulders drop a few inches. Then my chest relaxes and broadens. My heart opens, breath by breath. Notice how that shift took time. How differently you felt after 3 breaths than after just the first. Imagine how you'd feel after 5 or 10 minutes of that kind of breathing. Welcome to meditation, which has 2 sets of effects, the body and the mind. The body relaxes with this more present breath, and the mind focuses. The mind doesn't necessarily clear, but we become aware of what thoughts are swirling rather than being subconsciously caught up in their swirl. We can then face the option of choosing to stay with those thoughts or to release them, if only for a moment. I've called this episode Breathe Yourself New, because meditation does usher us into a new state of body and mind. But it might better be called Breathe Yourself True, because that's another, maybe less comfortable gift of meditation. We face the reality of our lives and our minds. We get to know ourselves today, the people we are in this moment. This week, I'm offering a sale on the meditation albums I have created over the last couple years, which is linked in the show notes of this episode, and you can also find them at nicolemeline.com/programs. So I've been thinking a lot about the benefits of meditation and why we resist it, why it's both so easy and so hard to practice, which all adds up to why we've never needed it as much as we do right now. Our most valuable commodity today is our attention, not our money, not our stuff, not even our relationships, because actually their quality is going to be defined by this more valuable commodity, our attention. Everything in our world is trying to get our attention. And our online life, which exists alongside our analog in-person life, always beckons us, tempts us to drop out and drop into that social media app, that entertainment app, even podcasts or audiobooks. All of these digital options can be wonderfully nourishing and truly community building, or they can endlessly distract us from what is really going on, often subtly in our hearts and minds and bodies. Part of why meditation can be so hard to practice is that the moment we become still, we realize just how much we are addicted to distraction. We start to feel. We start to register feelings that might be too big to know what to do with them. Uncertainty, fear, longing, grief, regret, shame, hope. Big existential questions about the significance of our lives, our place in the universe. All the stuff a TikTok video or just an endless list of little to-dos distracts us from. Why meditate? Because some answers can't be found on Google. Some answers are waiting for you in the cosmos of your spirit. But the best news is that like most hard things, we're made to grow into them. We adapt to them and level up to a new normal. The first time you meditate, or first time in a while, there might be that overwhelming swirl of big feelings and scary thoughts. The second time, you start to befriend all that. Start to get to know it and have tea with it. That's one way to think about a goal of meditation, to befriend the feelings you otherwise run from or numb from, to have tea with your demons. And then the next time you sit to breathe, you start to create a home frequency of peace and calm and humor, which is, I think, the key to everything. And you begin to teach your body to come back to that. So you begin to live in the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode, rather than the sympathetic fight or flight mode that our world of endless alerts and notifications trains our system to live in as a default. Meditation helps us create a new baseline, a new home frequency. What's your current home frequency? Just like you tune your radio to different energetic channels, how would you describe the default energetic channel in which you live? Your default energy, mind, and nervous system state. How would you describe it? What thoughts tend to be on repeat? What anxieties, worries, stressors? One measure of the quality of your home frequency is whether you tend to react or respond. If you are operating in a calm, grounded, mindful home frequency, you're more likely to take the wise pause before responding to the unexpected rather than instantaneously reacting. The home frequency I'm going for is what Ram Dass, one of our great and cosmic and comic mindfulness teachers, calls loving awareness. Isn't that beautiful? To look at everything, ourselves, every person we encounter in a day, every task we're doing, with loving awareness, focused presence, drenching ourselves and our people and our work with love. More of that, please. Talk about what can change the world. And just 5 to 10 minutes a day of meditation can train you to cultivate this calm, grounded, mindful home frequency, this loving awareness. There's so many forms of meditation. My favorite is visionary, focusing not on nothing, but on what we want to be, what we want to become, the world we want to create within ourselves and also externally in the world. An intentional point of focus. I call it bathing in the future, which is also the name of the previous Altar podcast episode, which is one of my guided meditations on the Resourced Meditation album. So if you're wanting to begin or re-begin a meditation practice, I invite you to my meditation albums. Each one is a collection of audio meditations leading you on an inner journey to explore the wilderness within you. Each meditation is less than 10 minutes and leads you into a sacred space of peaceful attention and innovative insight, cultivating the calm and potent presence that nourishes our own creativity and everyone we encounter. The Cocoon album is meditations for transformation to begin your next chapter. The Catalyst album is meditations to ignite your creativity. The Walkabout album is meditations for fresh perspective. These are video, all the rest are audio. The Resourced album is my new offering, meditations for manifestation, inspired by my sourced course on becoming abundant. The Weighty album is another new offering, one that's been requested for a long time, a collection of the 28 daily audio meditations for my course, Weighty, a 6-week reset for your body and spirit. And the All-In collection is a discounted bundle of all of these meditation albums. You can shop meditation albums at NicoleMeline.com/programs or through the meditation album link in this episode's show notes to give yourself and your beloveds the gift of calm space, of a new home frequency this holiday season. Because the quality of our lives depends on the quality of our presence, which depends on the quality of our breath. I would love to hear what any of the meditation albums stir in you or still in you. And I'd love to hear what this podcast has sparked in you as well. So please rate and review it on Apple Podcasts or Spotify and share it with a friend or on social media. Tag me at Nicole Meline and at Alter Together so we can send up some smoke signals for like-hearted community. Let's cultivate a calm and potent, powerful presence of loving awareness as we alter together.